there's some really, really powerful, incredible people who come to Hub. I think you've met some of them here today. And I've had the opportunity of really, in this last month especially, getting to know one of our members who is absolutely genius. You're going to hear him more this afternoon, but I want you to just understand from this gentleman who already has a seven-figure business, seven-figure seminar business is what he does. And he's going to be teaching us this afternoon. But why is someone like that in Hub? And why is someone like that why would someone like that build a business in Hub and be a part of this? So would you take a few minutes with me and listen to this incredible person and welcome Corin to the stage.
Thank you so much, Sprite, for the introduction, and I just have a few things to share, and I think you're going to be pretty amazed. So first, I just love to share very, 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 very briefly my story of how I came to Hub, because it wasn't a pretty path, actually. So my story, well, just to kind of tell you where we are right now. Right now, we've worked with about 10,000, nearly 10,000 heart-based entrepreneurs, and we teach them something we call heart selling, which is how to sell and have beautiful, heart-based, inspiring, light-up kind of conversations and have people say yes at the same time. Believe it or not, those two things can happen simultaneously. So that's what we teach. And we have an amazing life. We've been doing this for about 6 years, this particular method of teaching. But it wasn't always this way. I knew when I graduated from college that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I was willing to do whatever it took to become an entrepreneur because I didn't have a lot of money. So I joined network marketing companies, and I joined several, which kind of gives you a good sense of my track record. So what I found was that it wasn't the model that worked. I just wasn't being taught how to sell. And the ways that I was being taught to sell was very much against my values, and I tried it anyway, but it didn't work, and it lost me money, and I lost friends because of it. And I think that's part of, if any of you have anything about network marketing, I think that's a big part of it, is some of the techniques that get taught. So after losing money and losing friends, I decided I'm never going to do a network marketing company again, and I got approached. You know when you say I'm not going to do something, you get approached by like every single person on the planet who's ever done any kind of juice or vitamins or anything. So I just decided that I was just going to say no, not even look at anything. So then fast forward to about 2 years ago, and we're going along, successful business. We're probably making about $750,000, helping lots of people, having a great time, just got married. And we got approached by multiple people about one company. And I always pay attention when I get a lot of signs about one thing. And I was actually on a walk one day, and I had 2 random friends call me literally within a minute of each other about Hub. So I still was like, sorry, I'm not interested, because I had this promise to myself. So then, a little bit later after that, a friend of mine calls up and she says, I just want to tell you that I now have 60 people in my downline. Most of those were in the Rejuvenate community, which is our community. Most of them clients of yours, and if you had signed up 3 months ago, then you would be making a lot of residual income. So anyway, so that kind of got me thinking a little bit. So anyways, I was like, well, just tell me what this thing is anyway. So she told me, and she told me about who's on faculty and the level of education and the amount of impact that they're making. I got really inspired, and I thought, wow, this is so brilliant. I wish I had thought of this thing. And if I wasn't doing this other thing, I'd probably be doing this. And I was like, well, duh, why don't I do this? And then I'm thinking, well, I'm not looking for extra things to do, but I'm so inspired by this. So I thought, how could I make this work within our business and leverage our business to get a lot of signups? So I decided to say yes, and literally within a month, we had 35 people personally that we personally signed up for Hub because of our heart-based selling techniques. And that's what I learned, is the difference between when I first started and where I am today is I didn't know heart selling back then, and now I do. And that really has been the secret and the seed of our success.